Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, The Lady and the Highwayman from 1988. It's the 11th film in the 50 Excellent 80s Films collection, is directed by John Ho, and stars Emma Samms and Oliver Reed. Well, fuck me running, I'm wrong again, as this film isn't a Smokey and the Bandit clone or a naughty horror film, but you can see how it could have been either, right? I'm not just a crazy person making up ludicrous plots based on a few keywords, because I feel like I am. Well, fuck me again, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems there weren't a lot of photos from this film when I did the customary internet search, so we will most assuredly be cycling through the photos I did find and over a few times. Anyway, back to The Lady and the Highwayman, which, like I said, wasn't either type of movie I was guessing it was last episode. If you're new here, I like to take the 50-pack films, and since I'm not familiar with the lion's share of them, I like to guess the type of movie it will be just on the title alone. I don't think I've been right a single time yet. But this time I was way off, as it turns out that The Lady and the Highwayman is a period romantic drama from the Restoration about just what it sounds. A lady that falls in love with a highwayman, or more specifically, an upper-class woman that falls in love with a Robin Hood-esque highway robber that goes by Silverblade. Anyway, in the beginning of the film, he saves her from her husband, who had just married her minutes earlier in a forced marriage so that he could get at her goods. But Silverblade to the rescue, and yeah, how couldn't you fall in love with that? Anyway, he kills her husband in a duel, and that is important to remember for later because it is used against him in a splashy way that makes political ads look tame. Although I'd barely know because I was bored out of my damn mind. I have a 100% guarantee for you. If you want to bore me, show me anything from the Restoration period in the same vein as this film, and you're honestly lucky I didn't fall asleep. I don't know exactly what it is, but I find it all terribly boring. I would sooner watch paint dry than watch this film again. I actually had an existential crisis the other day when I watched a minute pass on a digital clock that didn't read seconds, and towards the end of the minute I was panicking for why I would put myself through such misery, and I would rather do that than this movie again. I hated every moment of this film, and the fact that it co-starred Hugh Grant as the highwayman Silverblade didn't help matters at all, which is a shame because I've always liked Hugh Grant, especially now that he's entered this grizzled old gruff period in his career. I'm giving this movie an F- because I want it out of my sight immediately. Tomorrow it's back to Fellini with La Strada. See y'all then.